Hi, I'm Meg Faure and this is this week's Monday Minute. Today we're going to talk about baby milestones. This is very close to my heart as an occupational therapist because it is something that I watch in babies. I want to make sure that babies are developing correctly, and it probably is close to your heart too because you want to know that your baby is reaching their optimal potential. But there are 5 things that you need to know about milestones before you start judging your baby. The first thing is that milestones are really only guidelines, and some of them are in fact very broad. While most babies do in fact smile at 6 weeks of age, walking is different. Walking can happen any time between 9 and 18 months of age. That's a 9-month window period, and you can see that it's very broad. So don't try and tie your baby down to a specific age, and understand that they are simply guidelines. The second thing is that sometimes it's the more subtle milestones that are actually more important than the overt ones. Sitting, as an example, is a very overt milestone. You know when your baby's sitting, and it happens at around 6 months of age. Smiling, on the other hand, happens at about 6 weeks, and rolling at about 4 months. And rolling is a very subtle signal that is actually in some ways more important than actually sitting. The third tip is not to compare your babies. Babies are different, and just because your baby walks early doesn't mean that they're going to be brilliant on a motor level. In fact, some late walkers are absolutely fabulous sportsmen later on. So don't compare your baby to other children. The fourth thing is if you're looking to try and improve your baby's milestones, just spend time with them on the floor. Tummy time, time on a mat, time exercising their body on the floor is probably one of the best exercises you can do for your baby. And finally, my very last tip is when to see the ped. Well, if you are worried about your baby and there are 2 milestones that seem very delayed, for instance, your baby didn't smile very early and doesn't make eye contact, I would see your pediatrician. If your baby never rolled and is 11 months old and not crawling, I'd see your pediatrician then as well. Other than that, just know that all babies are different and probably your baby will be developing absolutely fine. See you next week.